Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just taken on a couple of tasks for the Shadow Legion, and indeed, we had completed a tournament, amazingly enough. And I'm still really thinking that maybe you cannot fail that quest, because we did get taken out at a late stage in the tournament, and yet we were still put through to one of the final rounds. So, I suppose we were just smiled upon by something or other, but whatever the case, let us first take a look at our army right now. Our army is relatively good. I did recruit a couple more Empire units, leveled them up to Empire crossbowmen thanks to our incredible trainer skill, and let us now level up a couple of our companions as well. So, what do we want to do here? Well, I think we probably just want to get her as many Power Strike and Iron Flesh points as she can currently get. Anson is relatively similar in that regard, apart from the fact that I'm leveling up Engineering and First Aid for him instead, and then we'll get some more Power Strike. We want him to be able to deal some damage, at least, to our upcoming opponents. I'm not entirely sure whether you saw just beforehand. Oh, apparently I didn't do something. Ah, we actually had 2 levels on Anson. Wow, that is actually mighty impressive for him to gain that. Okay, well, what are we going to give him? Well, Athletics, I suppose, or Shield. Shield is good, and we'll go with that. But yes, I'm not too entirely sure if you saw the map, but we are about to fight something very exciting. I'm not entirely sure whether we'll be able to pull it off, but we'll see. Just bear in mind that these guys that we are about to fight are a lot more difficult than the army with 700 plus units, so you can imagine that it is something of that ilk. It is a unique spawn, and we're going to see what we can do about it in just a second here. Now, do bear in mind that we have also leveled up with Bertild the Lesser, who should probably get a little bit of a rename, shouldn't we? Yes, he should probably get renamed slightly, at least. So, let's see here. What are we going to do? Well, we have a number of things that we could do. We do now have a medic, so it's not necessarily required for us to actually spec into these things anymore, considering we are more than likely going to get taken out most of the time anyway. So, I think Shield and Power Strike probably going to be the most helpful there, and a little bit of weapon proficiency in throwing. Probably going to get a little bit more in Weapon Master next time we level up, and we're going to go for Bertild the Moderate, because he is now somewhat moderate instead of... He's not really greater, and he's not really lesser anymore, so he's Bertild the Moderate. Yeah, that's the way to go. So, here we go. We have Kodan Iron Swords Adventure Company. I'm hoping that he is qualifying for the Unique Spawn title, and as a result, we should be able to gain a Qualus gem from him if we are lucky enough to take him prisoner. So, let's head on in here and see what we can do. A Qualus gem is going to be fantastic, because then we might be able to maybe participate in Quigfen's quest to gain some Noldor armor, and obviously that is going to be pretty difficult in itself, because even though it is only around 200-300 units, not entirely sure on the specifics there, it's been a while, but even though it is only that, the Jatu are actually pretty powerful at times. So, let us do this. 114 of our troops, do bear in mind that these guys have knights, against 74 of theirs. So this is going to be a little tricky, I should say. So, let's see, what are they going to do? I am assuming they're just going to charge straight on in against us. So, getting some archers at the back here, and yep, they are charging. They are just plain charging right now. So let's get our archers at the back right now. Come on, archers. Please do make note that you are... yes, okay, well, I'm just going to let them do whatever they want to do right now, because really, I feel as though if they know what they're doing, they know what they're doing. That's it. That's all we can currently say right now about it. And, of course, we're going to get our cavalry round the side and try to get a nice flanking maneuver going on here. Oh, there's a lance. Let's try and avoid that lance. Thank you very much. And let's see what we can do here. Ah, yes, apparently there are a couple of units here attempting to eliminate us already. How dare you? Yes, we actually eliminated him. Bertild the Moderate already has 2 kills. Can you imagine it? Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Okay, so let's take out that rogue noble knight as well. Goodness me, there actually appears to be some very hardy and tough units in their composition. I'm a little bit worried about it. Wow. Okay, never mind. We appear to actually be eliminating a huge amount of their units. Hopefully we'll be able to eliminate that fellow. Who is he? Yes, that is one of their knight units. We must eliminate as many of them as we can, because, well, they are going to be very, very difficult after all. So let us charge in our infantry. It's about time that we actually charge them in. That was a little bit slow on my part. And let's get some nice experience by eliminating these Fjordsvane berserkers as well. Goodness me, they are going to give a huge amount. Yes, there we go. We are eliminating them. That is good. That is very, very good. Come on. Yes, there we go. Yet another one has fallen before us. And even if we lose a good amount of units here, I'm actually not worried, because we can train those guys up in no time whatsoever. And, well, we already have a very strong staple of good companions that are very easily able to eliminate many units all by themselves, with the exception of maybe one or two of them who have yet to level up to a great degree, but most of the others are actually very powerful. And so there it is, 18 renown, and we were able to eliminate all of them. Now bear in mind we have of course lost an Empire Knight, a couple of Empire Crossbowmen, mostly Crossbowmen in actual fact, which I have to say is absolutely fine with me. I am really not bothered about... Oh my, yes, I'm really not bothered about losing that many units, but you are my prisoner now. Oh yes, yes you are. So let us take these captured enemies as well. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm actually unsure whether I should even bother taking this berserker armor. It's really not the greatest thing ever. And we're going to be switching out Stephen there for... yet another horse, and let's see, what can we do here? Well, we're going to probably swap out our courser. I'm just gonna swap that around, and we're gonna get a couple of other pieces of loot to make up for it, and we're gonna go with that, because I have yet to put on my Shadow Legion armor. It would have been a good idea to actually put that on before we went into battle with that unique spawn, but we didn't actually take any damage anyway, so nothing really to worry about there. And yes, there we go. Now we are looking the part, aren't we? Yes, looking mighty fine right there in our new outfit. And let's see, is there anything else here that I really want? Well, the other thing that I must mention also is that they did give us a horse as well, and it requires 6 in riding. So we're going to need to get some agility in just a second. So yes, let's let our units choose everything that they want. Ooh, some nice shield upgrades by the looks of things for our companions there. And we can now head on. But there it is. We already have another unique spawn in our prisoner's hold. That is absolutely fantastic. Do bear in mind, we actually don't have a very large prisoner management skill. We only have 5. So as you can see, it reduces the chance of a lord escaping battle by 5% per point. So that's 25%. So what is the base chance? We actually have no idea. Well, I have no idea what the base chance is, but... it seems as though we are very lucky in actual fact, which is great. So, let's see here. Riding skill is already at 5, which I have to say is mighty disappointing, because now we need to level it up to 18. So, let's see what we can do. What else do we want? Well, athletics is very good. Iron Flesh is also very useful, but I think we'll be going for some Weapon Master here. I'd like to get a little bit more in throwing. Our one-handed is perfectly fine. We are swinging pretty decently fast by now. It is not great. Do bear that in mind. We only have 200, but once we get around the 300 mark, then we will start swinging very, very fast as well. So, let's see. Is there anything else going on here? Well, we have Adiz leveling up as well. And let's go for some more strength. Why not? Some more power strike, make him into an absolute beast. His damage is going to be phenomenal. And let's speak to Kodan Ironsword. Yes, let's see. Okay, so 100,000 dinars, which is an acceptable sum, but this is the only way you can get Qualus gems. So, oh, I'm interested in your Qualus gem, but my inventory is currently full. I will think upon your offer, thank you very much. Really? I actually filled it up exactly? Yes, apparently I did. Wow, that is absolutely terrible. I'm actually really paranoid now that we are going to lose the Qualus gem, so I'm actually going to get rid of a couple of pieces of loot, and these things are really not worth anything right now. So, yeah, let's just do that, and then I'll take these cabbages away as well, just to make sure. You never know. Okay, so, here we go. Let's get that Qualus gem. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Okay, maybe if we're able to capture him again, we might be able to then ransom him for 100,000, but I am unsure whether that is actually possible, but yes, I'll need to maybe do a bit of research on that as well. And so, let us now head on to Laria for the inevitable conversation with Quigfen, because we want to unlock those Noldor weapons as quickly as we can. Of course, there's some forest bandits that we will not be attacking, thank you very much. They are a little below us right now. Well, technically not. We are basically 2 or 3 steps away from being attacked by forest bandits, so I really shouldn't mock them as much as I am right now. Okay, well, Laria is within our grasp, and we will be able to head into the tavern. Hopefully there will be a ransom broker there as well. That would be pretty nice, because they actually do have the opportunity sometimes to gain some very good units for a very cheap price. So maybe we'll be able to, maybe we won't, but we'll see. Oh. Ah, yes, that's basically telling us, or the player, that Noldor units do not accept any kind of offer. So for example, if you rescue them, it will not work in any way, shape or form. So as we can see here, you seem to wish to befriend the Noldor. However, you must prove your good intentions. I have done that, but I need to destroy the Jatu army first. So let's do it. Why not? Let us do that. Okay, so let's take a look here. I am going to need to sell most of these items. I'm going to be keeping these gauntlets because they're actually pretty good. And we'll sell everything else. Let's sell this useless Qualus gem, because it is just so useless. We really do not need it. But yes, otherwise, I think the shields and various other things here, we can probably sell those as well. This armor is actually very good too. Probably going to be giving that to one of our companions as well. We have some boots here too, so really nothing to worry about there. I'm going to sell that armor because really it's kind of pointless. The weight is pretty heavy as it is, so I'm actually quite surprised that they would give us something like that. Okay, that seems pretty fine to me, and we're now going to be taking some food. Even if it is just a little bit, I think it would help us out. There we go. Okay, so we haven't sold our prisoners, which is the only unfortunate thing right now. Also, the fact that we really do need to go back to Ahun, I think. Get some more units. And also recruit along the way at Beluga, for example. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so now I did go back to Ahun, and I actually recruited 3 levy hunters. I have to say I'm actually a little bit disappointed in the fact that we have 75 relation, and we are only getting Empire levy hunters. I was hoping that we would get maybe 20 lower tier units, rather than... Yes, like this! Oh my, that is actually remarkable. I was really hoping that we would be able to get something like this, but I thought maybe they would only give us higher tier units in smaller quantities now, but it appears as though we are lucky enough to gain that many units, and now we're back to full strength, as you can see. So unfortunately, these guys have already been leveled up into militia, so we will have to level them up into Empire light infantry, which is not my favorite, I have to say. I really do not appreciate the melee units of the Empire. I really like their crossbowmen, but the melee units are not as good in my opinion, at least. So we're just going to be heading on into the tavern here, seeing if we can find a ransom broker. Can we find a ransom broker? No, we just have young nobles here, which are actually pretty good. Oh, there is a ransom broker. Oh, fantastic. I actually did not recognize his name. So that's a little bit worrying, I have to say, but there's 1100 dinars, not too bad. Now, do bear in mind, there is actually a tournament going on here, which could yield some results, but I have to think about befriending the Noldor. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's participate in the tournament. If we get some really bad luck and bad weapon choices, of course, then we will well, just be eliminated relatively fast, because what I currently need to do is just wait here for some time, let our trainer skill do its job, and get as many high-level units as we can, because the inevitable fight with the Jatu is coming up, and we're going to need to have as powerful an army as we can. And apparently, according to some of you, they actually do not regenerate their units, so we will be able to wear them down with a war of attrition style, which is somewhat favorable to me, and that's partially why I have campaign AI on a different setting, but that is another story. So, let us place a bet on ourselves here. Let's see if we're able to do some good work here. 2 teams with 2 fighters each. We are given a horse and a 2-handed sword. So that means eliminating the crossbowman is a good idea. Is it a 2-handed sword? It actually seems like a 1-handed to me. It seems to be actually swinging like a 1-handed, but oh, let's be very careful of that crossbowman. There we go. Take out that adventurer. Oh no, that's a lance. Let's try not to get that in the backside, shall we? Well, let's be a little bit careful. Come on. Oh, never mind. Okay, the mercenary swordsman was... Oh, that was actually a named unit. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is actually pretty impressive. Well, 2 teams with 8 fighters. Oh my, the Grand Melee. I'm actually not a big fan of these Grand Melees because, as you can see, the Lancers just run straight on in here. Adonia was actually a part of this. Well, that's good to know. And Kratos is also a part of this. I really hope you die, Kratos. I am not one to be hateful versus the NPCs, but seriously, Kratos needs to die right now. He really does, because he is a plague upon this land and upon every single tournament. But whatever the case, let's try our very best just to survive, and hopefully we will be promoted to Bertil the Greater soon enough. But Kratos is beasting with just a club. A regular club. Of course he does. 3 teams with 2 fighters each. Okay, well, we'll do our very best here. Oh, well, that's a little bit mean, isn't it? Well, let's see if we can do some damage to you, thank you very much. Now, give me your horse. I require your practice horse. There we are, thank you very much. Now, let's see if we're able to do some damage here. There we go, nice 46 damage. Ah, no. No, thank you. Ah, she actually hit us beforehand. Well, Kratos is going to sort her out. I'm just going to let him do the job. Yeah. That is really quite sad. I have a feeling I'm going to go 1 versus 1 against Kratos soon enough. 2 teams with 3 fighters each. We have a 2-handed sword. This is going to be painful. I'm going to get shot in the head, aren't I? It's going to happen. Just wait and see. It's going to happen. Okay, wait. Is this Kratos? This is Kratos. Oh, yes. He was eliminated by a champion fighter. Exactly what I wanted to see right there. Even though Kratos is a very old man, he is very powerful, so I was very hopeful that he would be eliminated. Now we have to fight a champion fighter, probably, which is maybe sometimes worse. Oh, Dranton is here. Okay, let's try and eliminate Dranton as best we can, shall we? Oh, no. Oh, and Sir Roland. Sir Roland, are you serious, Sir Roland? How dare you? Well, the champion fighter actually won the tournament, which I have to say is pretty remarkable, considering Sir Roland and Dranton were left at the end there. That is... Oh my goodness, I've actually never seen that before, but... Well... There we go. Usually it's a named. Usually it's a named that wins. Well, I suppose all we can do now is wait here for some time and we'll see how much experience we're able to gain just from our trainer skill. It is remarkable how fast you actually do level up with trainer. As you can see, we're gaining significant experience and we can already level up all 19 of them into light infantry. Now let's just wait for one more day just to demonstrate the powers of trainer skill. And we're going to have a couple of... Well, maybe some Empire pikemen? Maybe some pikemen. I think some pikemen would probably be a good idea, considering most of the enemy units are going to be horsemen. So, probably want to do that. Kingdom of Ravenstone and Fierdsvane have made peace with each other. Obviously that has nothing to do with us, but it's always nice to know what the various factions are doing and what they're up to. You never know when one may be scheming to backstab you in some way. Okay, let's wait for one more day here. Let's just wait for one more tick of the trainer skill. There we go. Okay, that's 4,702. Very, very nice. Now let's see, how many of us actually leveled up? Yep, all of the hunters leveled up very nicely. And 13 of the infantry. So let's get some pikemen there. and a maiden adventurer. Okay, well, seeing as we literally have nothing to do but wait here for now, I'm actually going to be ending this episode off here, and next time on Prophecy of Pendor, we are going to hunt down that Jatu army, hopefully with some Empire armored pikemen, these guys, hopefully with some more of those from these guys down here, and it will take maybe a couple of days of trainer to be able to do that, and we'll see what we can do against the Jatu, and hopefully we'll be lucky to get some good battlefields. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.